Welcome back to another video. Have you ever wondered if a person has the right to choose to be good or evil when they are born? The reality is that humans are a mixture of good and evil. The evils, when unleashed and given the opportunity, can turn a person into a terrifying monster. Throughout history, there have been many individuals who shed blood and took lives to expand their power. Join us in this video as we introduce you to 10 of the most horrifying and bloodthirsty figures in history. Number 10. Attila. This man single-handedly brought such terror and destruction to the people living in the 5th century that his name was recorded in history. Attila showed no mercy, even killing his own brother to further his power. He led an army of 500 bloodthirsty barbarians who found nothing more satisfying than shedding blood. Attila massacred the people in his Eastern Roman Empire campaigns, committing brutal killings without any remorse. Historians say rivers of blood flowed alongside the people he slaughtered. Number 9. Josef Mengele. Joseph was a philosopher and physician during the Nazi era in Germany. He conducted horrifying experiments, especially on twins, showing no mercy, ultimately causing their deaths. It is said that he conducted extremely inhumane experiments on 88 sets of twins. He was known as the Angel of Death in Nazi concentration camps, as he not only performed his experiments but also sent over 400 people to the gas chambers. Number 8. Joseph Stalin. Stalin ruled from 1922 to 1953, establishing a complete dictatorship during these 3 decades. Over 20 million people were subjected to torture, harassment, and exile under his rule, or they were killed. His real name was not Stalin. He chose this name, meaning man of steel, for himself in 1912. He would kill anyone he disliked, and in the end, he succumbed to death in 1953. Number 7. Pol Pot. He was the leader of Cambodia and is said to have killed 1/4 of the country's population. Pol Pot tortured women, children, and the general public, forcing them to work until their last breath. If anyone stopped working or made a mistake, he would kill them or bury them alive. Number 6. Vlad the Impaler. He was not a Dracula, but he was given this title due to his actions. In fact, the fictional character Dracula drew inspiration from him. Vlad the Impaler was infamous throughout Europe for his excessive cruelty and ruthlessness. In his realm, fear of his rule was the only thing that mattered. He was known as the Impaler and earned this title due to his unique method of killing. He would tie the hands and feet of victims and attach them to 2 opposing spears, forcing the horses to run in opposite directions, while a wooden stake would slowly penetrate the victim's body, causing gradual death and increased suffering. Number 5. Adolf Hitler. In 1933, Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany. He was also a member of the German army during World War I. When Hitler wanted to test new methods of mass murder, he caused the death of 30 people. His hatred for Jews led to the killing of 90% of Polish Jews. Hitler firmly believed that Jews were responsible for Germany's defeat in World War I. During his lifetime, he caused the death of approximately 50 million people and ultimately ended his own life through suicide. Number 4. Ivan the Terrible. This bloodthirsty individual was the Grand Prince of Moscow. In his youth, he had a habit of throwing animals from higher levels to lower ones and took pleasure in killing them. He was a ruthless, savage, and evil leader who enjoyed witnessing the cries of pain from people. Ivan the Terrible would lock up children to let them die of hunger and force their parents to eat in front of them. Throughout his life, he had numerous wives and killed many of them on their wedding night. In summary, he burned, beheaded, and froze thousands of people without any mercy. Number 3. Caligula. He was the third Roman emperor, ruling from 37 to 41 AD. His amusement revolved around killing and torturing humans. In most cases, he ordered gradual, painful executions for criminals. Caligula would place criminals and people in front of hungry lions and tigers, delighting in witnessing their consumption. He also forced men to give him their wives, and his favorite punishment was dismembering individuals with saws. Among his victims were even members of his own family, such as his grandmother, father-in-law, and some of his friends. In the end, his own guards assassinated him. Number 2. Nero. Nero was the 5th Roman emperor. He was a cruel, heartless, and bloodthirsty individual who even showed no mercy to his own brother and father, poisoning them to death. He tortured his previous wife to the brink of death and forced his tutor to slit his own veins in boiling water. They even killed his mother, sister, and aunt. Nero set fire to the city of Rome, causing the deaths of hundreds of people. He blamed this incident on Christians to have an excuse for torturing them as well. In the end, when he felt his life was in danger, he slit his own throat. And finally, number 1. Elizabeth Bathory. When she first struck one of her servants in a fit of rage, she discovered her dark and sinister nature. She was born in 1650 and has inspired the character of many vampires. She believed that bathing in blood would enhance her beauty. Not only did she bathe in the blood of young girls, but she also consumed the flesh of many of them. Elizabeth tortured 650 young girls in her residence. She would stick needles under their nails for torture. Elizabeth was known as the most terrifying serial killer of her time. In the end, she was imprisoned for 4 years until her existence was erased from the world. Thank you for watching the video until the end. In your opinion, who is the most ruthless human in history? Please write your thoughts in the comments section.